Boy, I sure do love Megaton games. The cast, the music, the atmosphere. There's just so much peak shit to talk about. Man, I sure do wonder what the community got for me today. Surely it's not gonna be the same bullshit we've been discussing for years already. Oh, come the fuck on! So it seems a lot of you niggas haven't learned shit these past years, since this fucking bullshit is still being brought up even though this game been out for fucking years. So I'm not surprised since Persona 4 Golden came out on pretty much literally everything ever. It seems as though we still must be reminded of the stupid shit a lot of you Megaton niggas do to each other in this fucking community. I don't even actually know why I care anymore. But hey, just making one video on stupid shit would be way too easy for me, and frankly, this video feels pretty justified since it actually involves something important to me. I know, crazy, right? Not like I need to prove anything to you niggas, but hey, I'm still gonna break it down nice and simple for the niggas in the back that may misinterpret my words. So listen up when I say this. Kanji isn't gay or bi or any other thing niggas could possibly come up with, but that doesn't mean he can't be. I mean, we all know why he can be, right? You niggas don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
You're a liar!
Okay, you know what? Let's just cut all the bullshit and say it all together on a count of 3. 1, 2... Woke mob! What the fuck? No! I don't know what the fuck you just uttered out your damn mouth, but if you couldn't tell, I'm sorry to say that shit's not the correct answer. So tough shit, nigga. Either way, the best way to address this issue would be to get a quick refresher on what the fuck I'm actually even talking about, since Persona 4 is a pretty cool game that I personally have as one of my favorites. And to go a little further with that sentiment, Kanji is definitely on the list of one of my favorite Megaton characters, so when I say what I say in this video, please keep an open mind as much as possible, or not, since that's probably the more realistic choice that a lot of you niggas will take. Yeah, y'all niggas gonna kill me. Persona 4's entire theme, in layman's terms, is dealing with the overall idea of truth. Mainly how you're supposed to reach it, what it means to you specifically, and how it relates to who you are or what you are, and where you're gonna go in life. Ultimately, it's all about how one should go about overcoming adversity or fog in their path while making worthwhile connections in life to help you along the way. Now, with all this shit out the way, we can all agree that it's a pretty fair baseline understanding of what this game is, since it's pretty much is the fucking idea that they beat us over the head with every chance they fucking get. If somehow you couldn't figure this out on your first playthrough, or you simply have literally never played this shit in your life, basically to summarize it, it's just him coming to terms with himself and his emotions. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. It's societal gender norms. Throughout the early parts of the game, a lot of pressure is being put on Kanji by the other townspeople, all of which is put in the context of truth by the game. With the crushing judgment of others on himself, we see that he acts as tough as he does for more the image rather than it being his actual core personality. Sure, he's like that sometimes, but he definitely plays a lot of it up because the eyes on him say that he should be like that. So if everyone wants him to be that way, then well, fuck it, he'll just be that way. Honestly, the craziest part is that you get closer to him in the game, the player will clearly see that Kanji's true nature is that of an extremely honest and sweet guy. I mean, just look at him go. He's just a silly, goofy guy of all time. So hey, let's get to the big question. Why do you niggas argue about whether he identifies as anything other than fucking straight? And who the fuck actually cares about this shit? Well, I actually kinda care. Like a lot, actually.
Get the f out, man!
I'm sure a lot of you niggas would rather I have some sort of subtext when I say this, since, well, the game never flat out tells us anything about this other than just constant gay jokes every 13 seconds with Yosuke and Teddy. And hey, I can make a well-crafted deep dive into the game and looking at what the game's trying to tell us, since, oh, I don't know, 300 niggas have already done this already. And I can say all this in a nice little way so that all of you viewers can sit there mouth agape in front of your screens as I drown you in virtual subtextual matrix juice. Spoiler, nigga, it's homophobia. Now, I know that that word makes a lot of you niggas want to jump 30 feet in the air. Maybe it could be that a lot of y'all just don't like the fact that gay people are in a lot of things. Not gonna lie, let's just be real again for a second. It really take a look at who's to blame for a portion of this discourse, since we all know that Atlas is too fucking pussy to really tackle LGBTQ stories like that, since, well, they're not exactly the ones with a great track record in that regard, and they're definitely not the people to look at when you want to get representation that you actually feel represented. So no, having gay men hit on minors is not a good form of LGBTQ representation. We gotta stop doing this fucking joke, man. I know that it's a Japanese company, and I don't know how much copium I need in order to still sit here and tell you niggas to do different, because I'm not fucking surprised at this point. Atlas has repeatedly shown that they can craft stories that resonate with people of any identity. Keyword, any identity.
You smoking fucking crack?
Nigga, it's right in front of your fucking face. If any person of any identity can see themselves in any well-crafted character, and that is the entire point for them to be relatable, then don't you think it's reasonable for them to end up superimposing traits of themselves in those characters that they feel stories align with their own? I mean, shit, this community is quick to fucking boil characters down to maybe 1 or 2 traits that they remember from a meme in the game. And this shit ends up pretty much ignoring all of the nuances of their characters that we've grown to know and love from this fucking series. But before you jump through the screen and strangle me, I could easily say that I'm also a part of this fucking problem since I'm a fucking human interacting with a media. I mean, this sort of shit is intrinsic since something like this happens at so many different levels in so many different fandoms and communities. Now sure, the argument can be made if traits are being superimposed on characters and they're extremely far from what actually is happening in the media or in reality, and sure, they can't be confirmed by anyone involved in the creation of the source material, then why the fuck can anyone sit there and say that Kanji is anything but a pure straight guy? Well, that may not make much sense to you, keyword here being you. If we keep in mind that this shit isn't canon beyond anything someone came up with, and we don't forget the fact that this doesn't change the original media at all, then I have some good news for you. You understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Now let's just hope people can become just like you. I don't have a lot of hope. Hi, my name's OBM, or Large Black Male, and today I have a great product to show you that has revolutionized media consumption as we know it. This baby right here can make the most sold plot lines a massive 5 to 15% better. Plus, it can make those in fandoms way more interested in characters that have been given literary breadcrumbs for character development, or hell, even those little gay people in your phone that do funny dances since they like you so much. You too can have the ability to make characters from your favorite media more like you, or well, any way that you want. And guess what the added bonus is? It does absolutely fuck all to anyone else that's viewing the same media. Okay, enough of this fucking around. I'm sure at this point you understand the position that I'm trying to take on this shit. And it's all thanks to headcanon. And the fact that so many people see Kanji as a bi person is all due to the fact that it's concept. So tell me what happens when you base your headcanons on things that are present in the story and not, well, just general ass pulls. Like, I mean, it's not a far-fetched to say that his entire thing from his shadow to his arc has so many homoerotic symbols thrown right in your fucking face. Like, how can you look at this shit and get anything other than gay? Like, I just have to restate that this is a fucking guy that saw another guy and felt some type of way. So if everyone points to this being the case that Kanji has some form of fucking shit in his character, well, why the fuck is it a question that if it's valid or not? Well, the game never fucking says it. In my personal opinion, a lot of Kanji's arc and character feels that they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. Since, well, it's really easy to use LGBTQ/LGBTQ adjacent stories since, like, any marginalized group ever, there's a plethora of good story potential since there's so much fucking trauma. But hey, that's also them pretty much stomping out the idea that niggas were gonna get any good rep ever. So you know what, let's just ignore Atlas's questionable choices and focus on something a bit more important. Just because the game doesn't explicitly say shit about this, that shit will never stop niggas who feel passionate about this game from finding their own fucking conclusion. I feel that this issue could have easily been solved by just taking a second to understand why people say what the fuck they say. I mean, shit, this entire franchise is built on the idea of exploring and understanding people and the way that they live and die. But for some strange reason, a lot of you persona niggas don't understand people, so if you niggas can't understand a person, you're just gonna shit on them until they just disappear. So if there's anything you listen to me about when it comes to this video, how about you just take a second to maybe listen to a person's reasoning for why they say what they say, and maybe just have an actual discussion with a person for once in your damn life? No, that doesn't mean talk to racists or pedos or whoever the fuck this is.
You will not have peace. Have a piece of that? No, that's not my type. She's pretty. It's just my type is men.